Chapter 3, Mishnah 2. The previous Mishnah concluded with a case where a disqualified person received the blood. This Mishnah discusses cases where a qualified person received the blood, but he then handed it to a disqualified person or placed it in a disqualifying position before taking it to the Mizbeach. If a qualified Kohen received the blood and handed it to a disqualified person, he should return it to a qualified Kohen who should bring it to the Mizbeach and complete the Avodah. Although once a disqualified person did Avodah with blood, that blood can no longer be used. Here, the disqualified person did not do any Avodah with the blood. He merely held it in his hands. Therefore, a qualified Kohen may take it from him and use that blood to finish the Avodah. Similarly, if a qualified Kohen received the blood in a bowl with his right hand and then put it in his left hand, he should return it to his right hand and bring it to the Mizbeach to complete the offering. Since the Kohen did not do any Avodah with his left hand but merely held the blood with it, that blood can still be used to complete the offering. Similarly, if he received the blood in a sacred vessel, kli sheres, and poured it into an ordinary non-sacred vessel, he should pour it back to a sacred vessel and complete the offering. Since no Avodah was done while the blood was in the non-sacred vessel, the blood did not become disqualified and it may be used to complete the offering. The Mishnah discusses another case in which the blood was properly received and then placed in a disqualifying position. If the blood was received properly in a sacred vessel and it then spilled from the vessel onto the floor, and he gathered it up from the floor and put it back into the vessel, the blood is valid, and the Kohen may continue doing the Avodah with it. Although we learned above in Chapter 2, Mishnah 1, that if the blood falls to the floor from the animal's neck, it may not be gathered up and used. If it was originally received in a sacred vessel and then spilled onto the floor, it does not become disqualified by having spilled onto the floor. The Mishnah now discusses cases in which an unqualified person threw the blood, but he threw it on the wrong part of the Mizbeach or on the wrong Mizbeach. If an unqualified person put, i.e. threw, the blood on the wall of the ramp leading up to the Mizbeach instead of on the wall of the Mizbeach itself, or he put it on the wall of the Mizbeach that is not opposite the base, or he took blood that should be put below on the lower part of the Mizbeach and he put it above on the upper part of the Mizbeach, or he took blood that should be put above and he put it below, or he took blood that should be put inside the Heichel building on the inner Mizbeach and he put it outside on the outer Mizbeach, or he took blood that should be put outside on the outer Mizbeach and he put it inside the Heichel on the inner Mizbeach. In all these cases, the law is that if there is still lifeblood left in the animal, a qualified person, Kohen, should go back and receive more blood and throw it on the proper Mizbeach or part of the Mizbeach. Although normally, when blood is put on the wrong Mizbeach or the wrong part of the Mizbeach, the Avodah cannot be repeated with new blood. That applies only where a qualified Kohen put it there. However, in our case, where a disqualified person put the blood in the wrong place, the act is not considered an Avodah at all, and it accomplished nothing. Therefore, a qualified Kohen may now receive new blood and throw it in the proper place.